Curious geological sleuths like J. Harlan Bretz, Joseph Pardee, and David Alt have described our home landscape by following the clues left in the soil, cliffs, and riverbeds of western Montana. The case continues to be fleshed out by present-day detectives using increasingly sophisticated technological tools. The Floodies of the Missoula chapter of the Ice Age Flood Institute have developed a driving map and educational information to help everyone understand the impact of the flood and the story of the land in the Missoula region. The driving route is part of the larger Ice Age Floods Geologic Trail. The trail is a network of routes connecting interpretive facilities about the path of the Great Flood and is the first of its kind in the U.S. From the first indigenous people living on the land to today's students and scientists, curious people have been asking questions, observing the phenomenon, and slowly filling in the story of how our landscape was formed and what we might learn about the future.
A lot of people have heard of carbon-14 dating, where you can date bones, you can date teeth, and you can date burned wood. Unfortunately, you don't find any of that in the Glacial Lake Missoula section. And so there's a new technique. You can date the last time quartz or feldspar was exposed to the sun. And so it builds up, changes in its structure by natural radiation from the sediment around it, if you bury it. And then when you expose it to the sun, it luminesces ever so slightly. And so that's what I've been using to date both the silt beds of the glacial lake deposits and now dating gravels for when the gravels were buried.
Water is the most important thing at the surface of the earth that shapes the earth. So when we look at rocks, what we're really doing is looking at the history of the hydrology of that particular area. And so when we look for this evidence of Glacial Lake Missoula, what we're looking at is records of how the water at that time was shaping the landscape. And those records are left behind when the water left.
The story of Glacial Lake Missoula is not fully written yet. Be a part of the saga. Be curious, and be amazed by what is in your own backyard.
There are hundreds of phenomena still undiscovered out there. Find some, take a photo, get the GPS coordinates, and post it. #Montana Natural History Center.